always no.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Chalke here for the launch of our new Kia EV6. My name's Steve Johnson, I'm the sales manager, and along with my colleague, extremely proud to have you here this evening to show you this superb new car we've got. We saw it for the first time this morning, and to say we're excited to have it in the station, we're extremely proud of the car, and I'm sure you'll be excited as we are when you see it. So I'll leave you to, and I'll leave you with the new Kia EV6. Okay.
My name is John. It's my pleasure as Chalke to introduce you to the new Kia EV6. Come on, give a round of applause. Show some enthusiasm. Brilliant. Well, I'd like to say thank you for coming. Before I start, this is what is known as a pre-production vehicle. There are 3 EV6s in the country at the moment. One here, one doing a similar event somewhere in the UK, honestly can't remember where, and one that was down at Goodwood Festival of Speed 2 weekends ago, nowadays back at Kia's head office. So the staff from Kia can see it, because they haven't seen the car, so you guys are having a very privileged, very early viewing of this vehicle before it's even launched in the UK. And pre-production vehicles have not a particularly nice end to their life, and I'll tell you what that is if you'd like to know when we finish. But before I start, basically the aim of our EV6 was both inspire and excite you on every journey with its CUV style and design, its cutting-edge engineering, and its exciting electric performance. So at the front, we've got the fantastic Kia logo, the new Kia logo, that make us even more premium than we already are. We have beautiful DRL running lights, you can see very unique. We have progressive indicators that work sequentially, you can see those working in a moment. We have LED headlights for adaptive driving beam technology. And what that basically means is, you can put your headlights on full beam, you wouldn't think you'll need them, but give it a couple of months and winter will be here unfortunately. Put your headlights on full beam and you will never dazzle another car, because the headlights basically sort it out for you. Best way, it's magic. It's the easiest way of describing it, it's magic, as you can imagine. So, just round to the side, we've got a choice of between 19 and 21 inch diamond cut wheels, so it doesn't matter what wheel you go for. A lot of people, when you have big wheels on a car, their first concern is ride quality. But the suspension has been perfectly tuned, so it'll always be a good ride. And if you were going to think about the GT version coming next year, that has electronically controlled dampers, so from the cockpit you can alter the suspension depending on road conditions or what mood you are basically in. So, at the rear of the car, if you can see, we've got the fantastic LED statement light bar. You're always going to know there's an EV6 in front of you. We've got an aero spoiler, a sporty diffuser under the back of the car to help the car flow through the air better. So you're basically getting more miles per charge, and that's what you want out of an EV car. We have the capability to tow, so if anyone might tow a horse box, a trailer, caravan, you can tow up to 1,600 kilos. So a fair amount of weight you can tow with this car. Boot space, very generous. We have 520 litres. To put that in perspective, I did see a couple ton up in Sportage. We've got slightly more boot space than you get in Sportage. And we also have, this is very much an Americanism, I'm not a fan of it, all to be honest, in the front trunk, the bonnet, we have storage space. This is a rear-wheel drive version, so we have 50 litres of storage space. If it was an all-wheel drive version, we would have 22 litres. So a little bit of handy bit of storage space there as well. Now the whole car, the EV6 being the BEV, battery electric vehicle, designed from the ground up to be built on the electric modular global platform. And this platform will be used for the next few years for all new Kias, EV cars, and there's up to 11 new vehicles coming, some smaller and some bigger. So with that, using the same platform, it's helping keep costs down and sustainability for the company up. Interior is an inspiring roomy space. You'll see when you get inside the car how big the car basically is. We have a choice of different trims. The trim in this one is a suede trim with a vegan leather insert, and we have a full vegan leather trim. All the steering wheels are vegan. Okay. We have relaxation seats. The front seats are known as relaxation seats. They're 30% thinner than a conventional seat, so you get more space and legroom in the rear. And you can put them into what's known as zero gravity position, where you put the base of the seats fully flat. So you can have a little power nap while you're on a charge. It will be only a little power nap because of how quickly the car charges. Well, I'll come to that in a moment. We have a floating centre console, storage cubby holes everywhere. For the driver, everything is exactly where you expect it to be. We have a panoramic display in front of you, housing two 12.3 screens, one in front of you, all your driver information, one to your left, all your infotainment, sat-nav, etc. Does everyone know what heads-up display is?
No.
You should know by now. You say that every time I do this, George. So heads-up display, if you don't know, basically it projects an image onto the screen. Your speed, your navigation, your lane management. So you never need to look away from the road to see how fast you're going. And on the two top models, we have, struggle with this word, augmented reality technology. And what that does, basically gives the impression of a 3D image in front of you when you're turning left or right. So that's quite a cool feature there. We also have, in this model, the Meridian Premium sound system. So if you like your music, we have a 14-speaker sound system in the GT line. Now, charging. Quite important on an EV car. Now, we're very proud of Kia. We're one of two manufacturers that has 800-volt charging technology. What that basically means is super fast charging. Now, you can add 60 miles to your range in 4.5 minutes. And for a 10 to 8% charge in 18 minutes. That's when you're on a 350 kilowatt charger. Now, if we combine that with a 77.4 kilowatt battery and a range of up to 316 miles, you can say goodbye to any range anxieties you might have had. If we also combine that with the new Kia charger that's coming out, so if you're out of the car in an area you don't know, open your app, you're able to find one of 17,000 charging points around the UK that are available at the moment, or if you're in the car, bring the nav up and it will do the same. And we also have the new Kia Connect app, and what that is, I'm not local, you can probably tell from my accent, there could be 6 or 7 different charging companies around here, so at the end of the month, you don't want 6 or 7 bills. So you can streamline it on a Kia Charge app, so you get one bill at the end of the month through Kia Charge. It just makes your life a lot easier that way. Now next year, we have the fantastic GT version coming. Now it's offering supercar performance. It has a 0 to 62 time bar. Anyone like to guess?
3.5 seconds.
You've been doing your homework, sir. Good man. Do you want to come up here? Because you probably know more than I do. And a top speed of
114, I think.
So you're well out, it's 162.
But the information you correctly said wrong. 346 WLT.
Oh my, right, we're going to swap places. I need to alter my fingers. Really, I'm glad you told me that, that's fantastic. So, yeah, 162 mile an hour top speed. So, also has a drift mode. So, if you want to know what drifting is, you can basically do a little bit of drifting around the roundabouts here in Yeovil until you get stopped by the police. We also have smart regenerative braking. We all know what regenerative braking is. Georgina, do you know?
We do.
We do. You have 6 different settings. Now, if you're in its higher setting, known as iPedal. Now, it's basically what's known as one pedal driving. And honestly, 99% of the time, you don't need to use brakes. Come off the power, slows you down, puts energy back in the battery, and brings you to a complete stop. But of course, in that odd occasion, you do need to use your brakes, and you're using. The dealers are going to hate you if you buy one of these, because you won't be coming in every 20,000 miles for new brakes and brake pads and like this. But you bought a beautiful car and you're using the regen, so that is good. Now, safety technology could go on for ages, and I'm not, you bored of me already. Now, I've picked one of my favourite features on this car. It's called Safe Exit Warning. What that is, you've parked up on the side of the road, you're not really paying much attention, or you might have a young child, they just open the door, don't really think about it, a motorbike, a car coming past that could hit your door, you hit them, etc. With this system, if it's in range of the sensors, it will stop you opening the door. So I think that's just a really clever feature. But my favourite feature, and you're going to know about this, so don't answer it for me, sir, is vehicle to load. Do we know what vehicle to load is? Yes, I know you. Vehicle to load is fantastic. Now, wouldn't it be clever? We have here a massive battery, basically a massive power bank to charge your phone. But wouldn't it be clever if I lost the power to this TV, if I could power the TV from my car? And that's what we can do. We basically put an adapter in the charging port, it has a 3-pin socket on it, you plug your extension lead into your TV, you power your TV. Power a fridge, power an aircon unit, anything, it will draw up to 3.6 kilowatts of energy out of this battery. It can even charge that Nero next to us. So if that was running dangerously low on charge, we could give it a trickle charge to put some energy into it. So I just think that's a great feature. And once your car gets to 20%, it will stop drawing energy out, so you can't flatten your own battery. So I just think that is a great feature, basically. So ladies and gents, enough from me, but before I hand you over to the sales guys here to have a look around the car, we're still in strange times, so if we can ask you to do one or two things. Georgina's very ill prepared for this session. She's putting the shoes back on, this is very unprofessional. We can ask everyone if they could please sanitise again before we start touching the car. And also, because it's pre-production, it does a few weird and wacky things. So if we can ask you, I know it's like asking kids in the toy shop what to press and play with a toy. If we can ask you to try and restrain from pressing all the buttons, it would be much appreciated. So ladies and gentlemen, new Kia EV6, thank you very much.